Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaction, opinion itong post ni Mr. Rigoberto Tiglao. Sabi niya, the Tunying interview, meaning kay Presidente PBBM Tunying interview itself was a mistake as it depicted Marcos as a loser losing his marbles, hardly the strong, brave leader that former President Rodrigo Duterte is demonstrating himself to be, even if thrown in jail as if he's a common criminal. So, yan po ang summary sa article ni Mr. Tiglao na nai-publish sa Manila Times. Basahin natin mamaya, but summary mahina ang Pangulo. Yun ang lumalabas sa kanyang interview ni Katunying. So it was a mistake. Instead of doing good for him as a president, lalong lumutang ang kanyang kahinaan as a leader. Okay, basahin natin yung kanyang article. So ito, publish kahapon. Marcos is stunned, shell shock. The President's YouTube interview with Katunying the other day showed President Marcos Jr. as a businessman praise it. Ito yung statement ng isang businessman. He stunned, unable to comprehend what happened. I really did not expect he would give the ultimate sign of weakness. A call for friendship, a call to not fight. In effect, he authorized Nabotas Representative Toby Chanco to disown the impeachment. Ako rin, nasyak ako. No? Ha? Nagpa-interview tapos ganun ang sinabi. So, umiiling na lang ako. Yung kanyang call for reconciliation, magandang pakinggan. Kaya lang at this period of wala na too late. Kaya I agree with this businessman, lalo lang lumutang ang kahinaan ng presidente yung kanyang interview na yun. Okay, indeed, Marcos' statements in the interview reminded me of a fight in our Lourdes school days when a bully challenged a smaller kid to a fight, but was immediately knocked down with a single uppercut. He got up without hesitation, extended his hand and said, "Bati na tayo." Ang galing. Mas maliit, pinuli, mas malaki, isang uppercut, tumba. Nung na-realize ng bully na hindi niya kaya, bati na tayo. Parang ganon din itong nangyari sa presidente. Anong ginawa? Pilit na inimpeach si VP Sara. Anong umpisa? Ayaw niya. Diba? Ang ganda nung simula na hindi nakakatulong sa bansang Pilipinas, hindi nakakatulong ni isamang pamilyang Pilipino ang impeachment. Ang gandang pakinggan. Alam, walang nangyari. Tuloy pa rin. At wala siyang nagawa. Ngayon, dating Pangulo, inaresto, dinala sa Netherlands. Ayun, siyempre maraming nasaktang Pilipino. Isa na ako nun. Halos, kung minsan napapailing ako na parang nandun na si Tatay Tiglao, nakakulong. Kung minsan manginginig ang kalamnan ko, maisip ko yung kalagayan ng ating tatay ito, mapaiyak pa nga kung minsan ganun ako. Kung minsan hindi ko matanggap. Kailang tanggapin ko na lang dahil it's a reality. Yun ang ginawa. Tapos ngayon makikipagbati. Sabi niya, ayoko na ng away. Ayoko na ng gulo. Gusto ko magkakaibigan tayo. Reconciliation. Hello? Pagkatapos ng ginawa ninyo makikipagbati, ibalik niyo muna ang aming tatay. Ganun lang kasimple. Yes, why not? Kailangang magkaisa na tayo. Kailangan, hindi pwede. Ginawa niyo yung sus. Kaya, really, bati na tayo, okay? The bullied in this case is of course Vice President Sara Duterte, against whom Marcos threw everything but the kitchen sink in the past 2 years by ordering Congress Quadcom to investigate her for corruption, is her out as head of Education Department, file an impeachment case against her, and kidnap her father to be jailed in a foreign land. Sara, in effect, soundly knocked out Marcos through the senatorial election despite several sycophants' ridiculous phoning efforts to claim it was not so. Ang gandang analogy o comparison, no? Yung bully sa school, ni-knock out ng mas maliit na bata. Ito ang binuli si VP Sara. Ngayon, na-knock out ang administrasyon. Kaunti lang nanalo. Pero mo, masiro ang Partido Federal, yung pinagmamalaki ng presidente na we aim for 12-0. We have the best, brightest, most qualified, most competent, experienced candidates. Ang ganda ng simula full of confidence na yung kabila, inutusan lang nabili ng suka, nagkandidato na, diniridicule. Ano ngayon? Di napahiya sila. Nung napahiya, yun, bigla na lang nagpa-interview. At yun na, nag-offer na ng reconciliation. Wow naman! Wag lang puro salita. Wag nyo namang isang tabi yung damdamin ng millions of Filipinos, yung mga naniniwala kay Pangulong Duterte. Again, palagi kong sinasabi, salamat sa WNR WR Numero, kay Professor Clay Bargeles, yung survey nila na 40% sa mga respondents nila identified themselves as Duterte supporters. Compare sa Marcos loyalists, 15% lang. Dilawan, Robredo supporters, 13% lang. So, ang dami. Dapat huwag niyong baliwalain yung sentimento, yung pagmamahal ng 40% na Pilipino. Kaya yun, yung bumoto. Yun ang nagsalita, including the men and women in uniform. Local absentee voting, anong masasabi nyo? Lahat ng Duterte candidates, plus of course yung sina Bam Aquino, mas mataas pang pwesto kaysa sa ang pinakamataas lang na ranking ng administration candidate, si Senator Ping Lacson, number 15. So, yung absentee voting is a silent form of protest sa ginagawa ng administrasyon ito. Ayun, kita nila, nagmata sila, reconciliation, yon, interview na. Anyway, mahaba-haba itong ni Mr. Galing ng pagkano niya. But anyway, yet, sabi niya, Marcos has the gall to claim that he had nothing to do with Sara's impeachment and that there is just this process that has to be followed. Marcos election campaign manager Chanco in past several days has been singing the same tune, and of course, ay nako, politika nga naman.